His first piece.
He gave me a Rolex. I think a plane. I didn't even know what Rolex was. He bought me a damn Cuban. That probably was like 100 grand.
Right.
He bought me a lot. He bought me a car. He got me in the house. He did a lot. He did a lot before I.
Gervonta Tank Davis, a pro boxer once trained by Floyd Mayweather, recently opened up about how over-the-top and careless Mayweather can be with money. Davis shared stories where Floyd would buy him expensive things, like houses and flashy cars, without really knowing what he was spending on. It wasn't thoughtful generosity. It seemed more like Floyd trying to show off his wealth, even if it made no real sense financially.
Regardless of the cost.
Mayweather's love for dramatic entrances goes way beyond gift-giving. He once rolled into Mexico on a military tank, just to grab attention. While some might brush this off as classic showboating, it actually reveals something deeper, a constant need to be in the spotlight, no matter the cost.
The money man is back. I'm here in New York City with the one and only Benny the Jeweler. Benny, tell the people what you sold me today.
See what's going on. We got the Eye of the Tiger factory on a full pave bracelet.
And tell the people about this,
We got
please.
we got the white tag with it too.
That's an extra 20,000 from what he told me.
Yes, sir.
Money made, and y'all know the rest. Benny, talk to him.
Know what's going on. Big money out here. Big factory out here. And we got more shit on the way. Stay tuned.
Let's go.
These days, Mayweather makes sure everyone sees what he buys. He frequently posts videos of his latest splurges, from diamond-covered watches to luxury sports cars. But it's not just about enjoying the items. It's about getting reactions. This kind of behavior shows a deeper insecurity, where the true value of something isn't about personal joy, but how much attention it gets online.
I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's, I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of it.
Deal, he don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This is
it on
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
The relationship between Mayweather and Davis hasn't always been smooth. Davis has spoken about feeling manipulated and publicly misrepresented by his former mentor. He described the dynamic as toxic, where Floyd uses wealth and influence more as a way to control than to genuinely help. That kind of power play not only ruins personal relationships, it also leads to reckless financial choices driven by ego instead of wisdom.
It's true, but Floyd Mayweather supposedly is held hostage in Dubai. Gervonta Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
Yo, them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
There have even been whispers that Mayweather isn't as financially secure as he claims. Davis said that Floyd was once held in Dubai over unpaid jewelry debts. If that's true, it paints a troubling picture of someone living far beyond his means. The flashy lifestyle may just be a cover for deeper financial struggles.
Has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. So whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried screwing the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather is being held captive in Dubai? Or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, a like, a favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get...
Other reports suggest that Mayweather has a pattern of not paying for high-end items, especially in places like Dubai. Vendors and jewelers have allegedly cut ties with him due to unpaid bills. Living on credit and promises, no matter how rich you once were, is a dangerous game, one that could end in financial disaster.
Tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
I truly believe at this particular time, he's one of the guys that can go out there and become a pay-per-view star. I think to become a superstar in this era is a lot easier than the road I had to take over 20 years ago.
You had the hard road. It's
Yes.
the social media now. The access
Yes,
that
it's-
people have to your videos and what you're doing. You can promote yourself how you want now.
Yes. So, you know, in today's time, you have celebrities and stars that I may never even heard of, but they're rich off of social media. So times have changed. And you have
Mayweather's insecurity shows in how he treats younger fighters too, especially Davis. He's openly said that Davis won't become a pay-per-view star, which felt more like sabotage than criticism. It's almost as if Floyd is afraid someone else might outshine him. That fear holds back others and tarnishes his own legacy.
Mayweather set you up against Pedraza. Did he really think Pedraza was going to beat you?
Later. He didn't know how good I was and how I would like handle the situation, so he just threw me out there.
Why do you think
He was hurt. He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bent. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight? Benavidez. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
You was next in line. Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
Last question, guys.
is there like a love hate for Floyd? Like you love the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And,
you're good, man.
And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this, I'm that.
Thank you very much. I will see you at 5:30.
It just
Davis has also pointed out that Mayweather doesn't seem to want any fighter to rise above him. This kind of ego isn't just harmful to people around him. It reveals a fragile confidence. No amount of money can fix that kind of insecurity. And try and keep everyone else down eventually backfires, leaving you isolated both personally and
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah.
So that worked out okay.
When Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, he claimed to have made $100 million. But according to multiple sources, those numbers were blown way out of proportion. This habit of inflating earnings suggests that maintaining his image as a billionaire may be more important to him than being honest.
Could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
In reality, his earnings from some fights were closer to $60 million, not the $350 million he often boasts about. This repeated exaggeration makes people question whether his wealth is all it's cracked up to be. It starts to feel like a carefully built illusion meant to keep the public thinking he's untouchable.
On $100 million for a flight. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete over Christian Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think's the most Floyd ever made in a fight?
Oh, I think that Floyd's, he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, there's 100 million, 130 million. It just didn't happen. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
You think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you he didn't. No boxers ever.
Analysts like Chael Sonnen have even said that Floyd's exhibition fights aren't about passion or competition. They're about necessity. After blowing through a massive fortune, these fights are one of his only ways to keep the money flowing. Depending on unpredictable gigs, like this shows how poorly his finances may be managed.
So Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired, why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Chael didn't sugarcoat it. He pointed out that Mayweather's downfall isn't about how much he made in the ring, but how recklessly he spent outside of it. Floyd didn't just spend like a star. He spent like the money would never run out. Now, exhibition matches aren't about legacy or love for sport. They're just a way to pay the bills. Going from championship belts to keeping the lights on in a gold-plated mansion is a dramatic shift. It's a tough fall for someone who once called himself money.
He's been paid over $1 billion through his career. What are the craziest ways that he spent it? Let's start with the ice. Dude has almost everything diamond crusted, from his plates and silverware to the case for his gold iPhone to his $18 million watch nicknamed the Billionaire. Moving on, apparently Mayweather also loves golf, or probably just golfing around courses. Dude owns a pair of Cadillac and Bentley golf carts, worth over $500,000 together. Then there's his barber, who makes house calls 3 to 4 times a week, each visit costing money a clean $1,000. And it gets even crazier. Apparently, Floyd never uses the same pair of boxers twice, and he'll leave all of his kicks at hotels he stays at as gifts to staff. But the scary thing, none of this comes close to the dude's gambling habit. Floyd reportedly dropped over $6 million on the Heat in Game 7 of the 2013 Finals. And thankfully, LeBron came through for him, and that's just a slice of the money life.
But the spending wasn't the only issue. Mayweather has also been accused of shady money grabs, charging fans for events and merch that never happened. A TikTok expose even broke down how much of Floyd's public image is built on hype and empty promises. From skipping scheduled appearances to botched business deals, it seems his brand is more about quick cash than lasting trust. And then there's the endless stream of luxury items, cars, watches, clothes, all posted online like trophies. It's not just shopping, it's showing off.
Love sneakers. I don't know about nobody else, but Money May love his sneakers. As you can see, I got them stacked all the way up to the top. And I gotta let people know it's sneakers in every box. I ain't stacking just a bunch of boxes, bunch of sneakers. You know how we do. Waiting one time only. What's the game? Jenga? Jenga? I don't know the name of it. Let's stack it, let's go. You know, it's dangerous up here. It don't look high, but it's high. Let's stack.
Constant flexing comes off more like a cry for attention than celebration. Most of the things he buys just sit and use, gathering dust. They're not about usefulness. They're about impressing people. And that kind of lifestyle feels more like desperation than confidence.
Options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls. The Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever.
In one of his recent videos, Mayweather bragged about owning over 100 luxury cars, Ferraris, Rolls Royces, Bentleys, the whole lineup. But what's the point if they're just parked and untouched? It's not about needing transportation. It's about needing validation. Watching him try to prove he's still on top. You can't help but wonder if it's more for himself than anyone else. The truth is, he's holding up an image that might not match reality anymore. 16. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more.